Okay, we're going to talk some more about logarithms, and we're going to do logarithmic equations now. And we've already done some equations kind of like this. When we're just evaluating, we changed it to an equation solved. So this is going to be the same idea for some of these, and then we'll have something a little bit different. But let's take a look at this first example. Log to the base 27 of x equals 2/3, and we want to solve for x. So actually the directions on these would be solve for x. All right? So I want to solve this for x. So we'll change it to an exponential equation because that's really the way we know how to solve these logarithmic equations. So what's my base? My base is 27. This is my base. This is my exponent, 2/3. And this is my answer, x is which is what I'm looking for. So now we have a fractional exponent. So when we have these fractional exponents, we always kind of want to root first, power second. In other words, make the number smaller then larger. So we could rewrite this as 27 to the 1/3 power, all raised to the second. Okay, that's 1/3. And the 1/3, or the cube root of 27 is not a 3, because 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27, so that's going to be 3. Squared, and what's 3 squared? 9. So x would equal 9. Okay, so that would be easy to deal with that. Okay, so x equals 9. Again, this is a 1/3 power, excuse me. All right, let's take a look at another example, example 2 here, of some kind of logarithmic equations we might see. So this is log to the base 25 of 1/5 equals x. So now my fraction's in a different place, so what am I going to do with it? Well, I can, again, change it to an exponential equation. What's my base? My base is 25. What's my exponent? My exponent is x. And what's my answer? My answer is 1/5. And now we have an exponential equation. We try to get the same base. It looks like it's going to be 5. So this is going to be 5 to what power? Well, 5 to the -1 if we put it up on top. And 25 is the same thing as 5 squared to the x. All right. And then this is going to be 5 to the -1. And remember, when we're raising the powers, we multiply the exponent, so this is going to be 5 to the 2x. And remember, if your bases are the same, if your bases are the same, if the left side equals the right side and the bases are the same, the exponents are the same. So there's your simple equation up on top. -1 equals 2x. If I divide both sides by 2, x equals -1/2. So that's your answer. So that really is saying that 25 raised to the -1/2 power would be 1/5. And if we raise 25 to the -1/2, if we took the 1/2 power of -25, that'd be 5, and put the bottom, make it 1/5, it works out. Okay. Here's another example now. And this is a log to the base x of 81 equals 4/3. So x raised to the 4/3 powers, or what raised to the 4/3 powers is 81. That's really what it's saying. So let's rewrite this as an exponential equation. What's my base is x. And my exponent is 4/3. And my answer is 81. Okay. Base, exponent, answer. All right. So we want to solve for x. Now we really want, when we want x, it says these directions are the same, solve for x. Okay. So we want x to the first power to equal something. That's x. But we have x to the 4/3, so I can say 81. Now how can I get this to be x to the first? Well, what we can do is we could raise both sides to the 3/4 power. I think that's going to work. Now remember, when we're raising the powers, we multiply the exponents. So what's 3 times 4? 12. What's 4 times 3? 12. What's 12 over 12? 1. So we just have x to the 12 over 12 power, which is just equal to x to the first power, so we just have x. Now, what's 81 to the 3/4 power? Well, remember what we have to do is we want to root first, power second. So I'll rewrite this as 81 to the 1/4 power, and then all cubed. Now remember, when we're raising the powers, we multiply the exponents, so 3 times 1/4 is 3/4, so that's fine. Now what's 81 to the 1/4 power? What number times itself times itself times itself is 81? Well, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. So it looks like it's going to be 3. So the 4th root of 81 is 3, so I've got 3 cubed equals x. And what's 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, so 27 equals x. So now we've successfully solved for x. So I hope those make sense. Go back and review those 3. They're pretty good examples of some straightforward logarithmic equations. Now we're going to have something a little more interesting in the next video.